All right, we are live, guys. What's going on? It seems like I haven't gone live in forever. How's everyone doing today? Today, we're going to talk about the secret to earning six figures online. The DNA marketing strategy. I want to share with you some tips, guys. So I'm going to wait a little bit till a few people come on. Steven, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Charlie Jones, thank you so much, my man. Thank you for that like. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. And I'm going to share with you guys some things that you already know, but I want to dig a little deeper and pretty much show you what it's going to take if your desire is to make six figures online, if your desire is to have that financial breakthrough that you've been desiring for a long time. So I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to show you. Carmela, Charlie, what's up? Hey, Gwenda, how's it going? What's up, Sid Money? Sid Money, my man. All right, guys. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we're going to get into it. So bear with me just for a second. Let's get busy. Don't want to keep you guys too long. First of all, I want to show you guys that I am qualified to teach you this. If someone comes on here and says you want to show you how to make six figures, they need to be making six figures themselves. So I'm going to show you my results just on one of my income. Actually, I'll show you a couple of income streams. This is one of my income streams that I have. I've been with this particular company for quite some time. Let me go to another payment processor here. And actually in the last 90 days, we're coming up on, actually the last 90 days, I've made well over $100,000, guys, in the last 90 days. All right. So let me show you a little bit more proof, especially if you're new, you don't know who I am. You need to know that I am not just talking, that I am making it happen. So let me put this code in here so I can log into my Stripe account. All right. So this is my Stripe account right here, guys. As you can see, here's my name right here. Okay. I mean, well, you can't see my name, but there's my face. So right here I have the quarter highlighted just from July 1st this year, guys, to September, over $93,000. This is no screenshot. This is real. Okay. So with all my other income streams that I pull in on a consistent basis, well over six figures in the last 90 days. So how in the world have I done this? How am I able to do this on a consistent basis? So what I've done is I've drawn out a nice little diagram for you. And I want you to follow me very, very closely here, because a lot of people miss what I'm about to tell you. And many of you, again, you know what I'm about to tell you, but the problem is there is some barrier that is keeping you from your breakthrough. There's something that is holding you back. Okay. And I'm also going to say this as a disclaimer. These numbers that I've showed you are not typical. It didn't happen overnight. A lot of you know my story. I started my online journey way back in the early 2000s, started in network marketing, joined several opportunities, trying to find my way. After 3 or 4 years in MLM, I decided to come online around 2006, 2007, where I wanted to learn not only how to market online, but how to become more attractive, how to become a lead magnet, how to become the hunted instead of the hunter. Because when I was in network marketing, I felt like I was chasing people, and it became a second job to me. You know, all the hotel meetings, all the hoorah, you know, all that was hype. I come to find out, a lot of hype. But no one ever set me down when I was in my MLM days. No one ever set me down and said, hey, Ontarian, this is how we're doing it. This is what you need to do to make 6 figures plus on a consistent basis. So I came online. I said, hey, I'm going to find out myself. I'm going to immerse myself with some mentors that's going to teach me the ropes. I'm going to immerse myself into personal development books that is going to help change my mindset. That is the number one thing that you need to be doing, by the way, every single day. You need to have some type of way to break that mindset barrier that is keeping you stagnant. Because folks, it's easy to stay where you're at. It's comfortable to stay where you're at. But if you want a breakthrough, guess what? It's going to come outside of your comfort zone. So let's talk about this. What does all this mean? So the first thing that we have to understand in the online game is you want to become as automated as possible in the online space. All right. You've heard of people making money in their sleep. I've done it many times. I woke up to thousands of dollars many times overnight. And the reason for that is because of this diagram right here. So let's talk about it. I did about almost a 2-hour training session with one of my teams yesterday, guys. And I broke down many psychological things that if taken into action is going to help my team members have a breakthrough. I already have team members who are doing well with me. I'm going to be bringing on probably tomorrow sometime. I'm going to be interviewing one of my new members, one of my newest members. She's new to the online space, never did anything like this. And she's already made 2 sales in her business, just starting, guys. And if you can make 2 sales, you can make 100 sales. You can make 1,000 sales. So let's start from the top. The first thing you want to understand is this. You need a way to present the information to the masses. All right. Your number one goal in the online business space is to get people in front of your offer on a consistent basis. And once you know the technicalities, once you know the things you need to do on a daily basis when it comes to traffic, guess what? It's going to start off slow, but I guarantee you, as you stick to the plan, it's going to become more robust. It's going to, your traffic flow is going to increase. You're going to start to maybe get phone calls. If you leave your number out there, you're going to be able to convert more people to sales. All of this follows one particular law, and I always talk about this: the law of physics, the law of gravity. We know that if you drop a baseball from an Empire State Building, at some point it's going to hit the ground. We don't know when, but at some point it is going to hit the ground. I want you to think of your marketing efforts as gravity. The more, think of the baseball at the top of the Empire State Building as your efforts. So when that baseball hits the ground, that means you're starting to see a lot of massive action. But as long as that baseball is falling, you are having some type of momentum, and that's going to come on your part. So we need to focus on what we need to do on a daily basis. I call it income producing activities, but we need to have a place to send people who wanted more information. Back then in network marketing, it was all about the 3-way call, the cold calling. It was all about, get people to the hotel meeting, right? I didn't have a way at that time, and I didn't know how to capture or how to present the information to my prospects on an ongoing automated basis. Thanks to the internet, that can happen for you, and it's happening all the time. So you need something called a capture page. Now, there's I'll give you some fundamentals here. There's something called the 4 C's of marketing. The first C is collect. The second C is capture. The third C is communicate. The last C is close. All right. Collect, capture, communicate, and close. It doesn't change. I don't care what type of marketing you're doing. You can be doing flyers. You can wrap your car you can wrap your whole vehicle in whatever you're promoting that has your website on there. You can do Twitter, you can do Facebook ads, you can do Facebook Lives like I'm doing right now. It doesn't matter. The whole game, the whole name of the game is to capture people's information, and usually in the form of an email. Okay, so that's what we have right here. We have a capture page. Once someone enters their email right here, the next step, let me get it red here. The next step is for them to see the presentation. Okay, now I have a couple of components right here that I want to talk about. There's something called the lead magnet, and there's something called a trip wire. You guys probably know about a lead magnet, but you probably never heard about a trip wire. A lead magnet is a component that is going to give your prospect value before they even put their email in. So it's an exchange. It's an exchange for you giving them something and them giving you their email. Okay. Now, when they get inside of your capture page or whatever you're promoting, you can say, hey, here's your free ebook, for example. Here's your free download, or here's your free video series, for example. And then you can talk about, hey, if you purchase my ebook today, I'm going to give you a free session of coaching. Okay, so the ebook can be, $7, $9, what have you. Now, the whole idea of that is to have a tripwire experience. I'm not going to go all the way into it. This is where we get into the DNA. What you want your prospect to do initially is you want them to make a small decision or a small purchase. When they do that, it tricks off the tripwire experience. Okay, so marketing psychology. Let me give you a little marketing psychology here. Anytime you make, or your prospect makes a buying decision, or they agree to something in the form of purchase, the second decision, okay, they made a decision to buy, right? The second decision, the third decision, the fourth decision becomes easier psychologically. That's why you see in many of the different types of sales funnels that when you make that first purchase, you have what's called a OTO. That stands for a one-time offer, because they know that psychologically, if you make that first purchase, the second, third, and fourth is going to be easy. I'll prove it to you. If you go to Walmart, and I've done this many times, and I know this stuff, you go to Walmart and you go in there and say, hey, I'm just going to go in here and get some medicine, right? I need to go to the pharmacy. I need to get some medicine, and that's all I'm going to get. You go in there and get your medicine, and you come out of Walmart with a basket full of groceries, things that you did not desire to get because all you wanted to get was your medicine. Why is that? Because of the tripwire experience, guys. Because you made a decision to go to Walmart to get your prescription filled, but you saw all these other advertisements around you, and it pretty much your decision to do it, to make another decision, purchasing decision, was easier because of the psychology of the tripwire. All right. So I know that was a mouthful. Don't worry if you don't understand it right now. It's going to come to you. All right. Now, once you have a person that comes through your funnel that buys something for you, guess what you have now? You have what's called a buyer's lead. That is a very, very hot lead, because that lead is now accustomed. It's already made the decision to buy from you. Now that lead is accustomed to buy more stuff from you on an ongoing basis, because you presented the value up front to them, and you didn't try to sell them $1,000 worth of stuff up front. You said, hey, pick up my ebook, pick up this. This is going to help you to learn how to make passive income, for example. And we'll talk about it later once you get the information. Now, let's move on, because the capture page is where they enter their email, but here's where the magic happens, the sales page. Now, one of the best sales page that you can put up in your funnel is what's called a bridge page. A bridge page is where you can introduce yourself to the masses. You can talk about yourself. You say, hey, my name is Ontarian. I'm from Oklahoma. You know, I'm a married man. You know, I have 2 kids. This is why I started my home business. This is what I want to do for you. Okay. I'm just talking. You can say whatever you want to say, but keeping it short as possible is the key. The number one goal in the bridge page is to help people to get to know who you are in less than 5 minutes, and then to redirect them to where you want them to go. That's where the buy button comes in. Now, all the while we are collecting emails, guys. We are building our email list. I recommend, as you build your email list, you need to have at least 7 or more days of email follow-ups. Okay. Now, the reason for this is marketing psychology says this again, that it takes about 7 or more times for people to see your information before they make a buying decision. So don't get alarmed if you start to generate leads and no one buys. That's normal. 7 or more days before someone makes a buying decision. That's why you have to stay consistent in your efforts. So capture to sales, and over time, okay, this takes time, guys. Over time, as you build your email list, you're consistent, you're following up, you have a 90-day game plan, right? Going to talk about this in just a second. You will start to see money coming in, guys. It is inevitable. It is inevitable. Now, here's what you also have to understand. Let's talk about the 90-day game plan. You need to do this, because I asked my team yesterday, I said, what are you guys doing on a daily basis to promote your business? I had a few people, I had a few of my teammates, they said, hey, I'm doing Facebook. Okay. Most of them said they're doing just one thing. Okay. One thing. So you need to, in total, you need to have more than one way that you're promoting your offer. Okay. The reason is this: leverage. You want to be in as many places as possible where people can find you. We all know and we all believe, hopefully, in multiple streams of income. The same concept applies for marketing. Multiple ways of marketing is going to bring you in contact, or it's going to get you visible to multiple people, right? It just makes sense. So if you're just relying on one way to market, nothing wrong with that. It's going to take some time, but why not spread yourself as wide as you can, learn the skills. That way you have two, 3 different ways you're marketing, and you're doing it on a consistent basis. Now, when that happens, check this out. These are the numbers you need to get to right here. These are the numbers you need to get to. 100 to 300 visitors looking at your offer per day. Let me just give you a solid fact. If you don't have 100 to 300 visitors per day, and how do you know if you have 100 to 300 visitors per day? Well, you're a marketer, so hopefully you're tracking what you're doing online. If you're not tracking your marketing, guys, you're just wasting your time. So hopefully you understand your numbers. Hopefully you're getting 100 to 300 eyeballs per day on your offer. Now, let me break it down a little further to you. And I showed this last night on my training. If you get a 10%, just at 100 now, because industry-wide, 30% or more from visitor to lead is very good. But let's just say you get a 10% conversion. It's going to let me write it. It's not going to let me write it right here. Let me write it up here. Let's say you get a 10% conversion from visitor to lead. Okay, so how many leads is that? That's 10, right? 10 leads. So you got 10 leads that's coming to your email list. Great. Now your autoresponder is going to kick off. All right. Now, let's just say you get a 1% conversion rate over time. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a conversion rate right away. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't. Let's just say you get a 1% conversion rate. That means for every 100 people that see your offer, one person is going to buy. Okay, that's not bad at all. Now, if you take it up a notch and go to the higher end, that's even more people that are joining you. Okay, there's more people that's going to join you. So, in all of this, again, it's not going to happen overnight. You need to have a way to learn to stick with it. Okay, you need to, pick. You don't have to learn everything here. There's many ways to advertise, guys, but you don't need to learn. You don't need to be a superstar in everything. Just pick 2 or 3 that you want to master. So, for example, say you want to learn Craigslist. You want to master Craigslist. Do Craigslist for 90 days and then go to something else. Actually, you can do Craigslist and Facebook at the same time. So Craigslist and Facebook, do those 2 for 90 days, move on to something else. Okay. So commit to mastering a skill. And let me bring out this point. Mastering a skill can pay you a lifetime. Say that one more time. Mastering a skill. I'm not getting a college degree. Okay, because I'm a college dropout, guys. I didn't finish college. But I told myself I wanted to work for myself. I am going to master this stuff. Master this stuff. And you know what? I'm still learning, believe it or not. After 10 years, I'm still learning the ropes. I'm still tweaking. I'm still, trying different things. It's the name of the game. But I'm committed to the process. Are you committed to the process? Is the question. If you're committed to the process, things are going to happen for you, right? So commit to the process, stick to a 90-day game plan, do something every day in your business until you get to your numbers, 100 to 300 visitors per day. If you're not getting that, you're not going to have the breakthroughs that you want. Now, how in the world are myself and other marketers making 6 figures over and over and over again in a very, very fast-paced manner? Here's the other thing that needs to happen for you to do that. Okay, you see these numbers over here, 100, 500,000, 2,000. What you need to do in order to make 6 figures, if that's your desire, okay, you need to be positioned at a what's my word? You need to be positioned at a level that is going to pay you higher commissions most of the time. Okay. So for example, inside of Easy One Up, the reason I made over $200,000 is because I'm not messing around with $100 commissions. I'm not messing around with $25 commissions. How many $100 commissions do I have to get in order to make $5,000? 50. Okay, 50. How many sales do I have to? How many sales do I have to make if I'm at If I'm at the $1,000 level? If I'm at the $1,000 level, how many sales do I got to make $5,000? 5. You see the difference? So here inside of Easy One Up, for example, I'm at the $2,000 level, guys. 2,000. So I'm not only can I make 2,000, but I can make 1,000. I can make 500. I can make 250. So I'm covering. I'm leveraged on all the levels that there is. So when someone decides to join me, I'm not losing out on commissions. You see what I'm saying? And I'm able to make 4 figures or more per transaction, guys. That is part of the plan. You're going to work harder at just being at $100 as opposed to 1,000. Did you know that it takes just as much work and energy and consistency to make $1,000 as opposed to making $100? It's the same thing. So why not just work? Get yourself positioned at a higher level that where you're making more per transaction. And that's why, you know, myself and many other marketers were able to make we're able to hit our numbers because we understand leverage, guys. Okay, we understand leverage. So make sure that you position yourself at at the highest levels, whatever you're doing, whatever you're promoting. That is absolute key right there. Okay. Now, I know a lot of this is probably sounds like rocket science to you, especially if you're new. I kind of went over a little quick, but you know, that's the great thing about videos is you can go back and watch this. There are certain things inside of your email follow-ups that you need to be saying. There are certain things inside of your email series that is going to help you close more sales faster. Of course, I can't share that with you because this is free information I'm giving away. I only share with my team and those who join me exactly what I do to convert sales. Now, my very first email, and I shared this last night, my very first email in my autoresponder, guys, has made me thousands of dollars. It is a very, very subtle email. I've got a lot of engagement from it, and it kind of breaks that. It's an icebreaker. So, and then as you go through my email series, you'll see exactly how I'm able to build that relationship with my prospects automatically. I've written these emails out already ahead of time. That way, while I'm away on vacation, while I'm walking my dog or spending time with my wife on a date, you know, I'm able to talk to my audience 24/7 because of my autoresponder and my list and my list being built for me on automation because of this diagram, because I've learned a few things over here. I said I'm going to master a few things over here. That way I can get people to my presentation on a consistent basis. And I have a tripwire and lead magnet in place and I'm always generating buyers leads. And all I have to do sometimes, actually, I do it all the time, is go into my autoresponder, in my autoresponder, and send out a broadcast and invite people to a webinar and say, hey, come to my webinar. I want to show you how to do this, how to do that. Hey, check out this opportunity right here. It can make you an extra $100 a day. I've already built that relationship. You see, that is the cycle right there. But it doesn't happen overnight. You got to put yourself on 90-day game plans, okay? Especially if you're new. Be disciplined. And guys, if you're not reading books, if you're not listening to audios, one of my favorite speakers is Jim Rohn, got Les Brown, Eric Thomas. Guys, you need to be feeding your mind positive things every day because believe it or not, you can self-talk yourself out of success. People around you, your influence. Who are your 5 closest friends? Tell me who your 5 closest friends are, and I'll tell you what your income is. Get around the right people, those who are making 6 figures or more. I guarantee you, your life will change. You'll start to do what they do. You'll start to think how they think. All right, that's DNA. You want that marketer's DNA. You want that 6 figures DNA. Get around people who's already doing it. Talk to people who's already doing it. Do what they do. Talk like they talk. Raise your energy level. All right, that's what you got to do. So, want to introduce you guys to a opportunity that I've been doing for quite some time. Now, this opportunity is a part of, well, actually, Easy One Up is a part of this particular funnel. Now, this funnel has been out for well over a year, going on 2 years now. Funnel X ROI is what it's called. Okay, a lot of you guys know about it. Funnel X ROI, guys, is a system where everything I just talked about is here. Okay, it's going to walk you through how to set up. Well, actually, the funnels are already set up. It's a plug and play business. I've been with Funnel X. This is nothing new. Okay, I've been with Funnel X well over a year. It has paid me tremendously, and there's many other members who are making it happen here as well. My new member who's joined me in this, she had her first 2 sales the other day, and I was so excited when she told me that, because again, she's brand new, has no experience whatsoever online. And you know what? We had a coaching session together, and I showed her some things. You know, I pretty much broke this down to her, but we went a little deeper, and I showed her different ways that she can start getting traffic. What she did was she implemented one of those ways and got 2 sales. That's all she did. She implemented one of those ways and received 2 sales. Okay. So I'm not going to go all the way into, what this is all about, guys, but it is a nice little setup. The good thing I like about this too is you're going to learn how to get traffic. Okay. You're going to learn how to get traffic. These are case studies right here on traffic. All these case studies on how to get traffic, guys. How to promote and start earning commissions. So, this video right here is going to also talk about traffic. And you got, case studies here. This is when I first started. This is my screenshot right here. This is when I first started with the system. And my first 12 days, guys, I made $8,000. I said, this system is crazy. This system is awesome. We hit the leaderboards, a lot of testimonials here. Okay. Nice little system. Nice little system. Here's another income stream inside the system. I've made over 13,000 here. This is actually a tracker. Remember, I told you that if you're not tracking your marketing, you're throwing money out the window. ROI panel is a tracker. So I'm able to track my marketing and see what's working and what's not. That's very important to know. Very, very important to know. There's another income stream in here called Advertising Boost, where I've been getting a check from them every single week. So this particular funnel has a 5 income stream component. It's kind of like, I like to compare it to McDonald's. It has, the burgers, the fries, the drink, you know what I'm saying? It has that flow to it in here. Everything flows together, and it's a well-oiled machine. Now, when you get into Funnel X, all you got to do is focus on traffic. All you have to do is focus on traffic. You don't have to build any capture pages. You don't have to build any sales pages. And actually, the email follow-ups are done for you. It's a done-for-you system, guys. All you got to do is focus on traffic. Focus on traffic. Learn to get 100 to 300 visitors per day on your offer. Another thing I'm going to start doing for traffic, guys, that I haven't tapped into yet is right here. Magazine ads. All right, I'm going to start to do those pretty heavily. Magazine ads is huge. Is untapped. A lot of people doing that. Okay, so that's my time, guys. I just wanted to show you that. Hopefully you learned something, and hopefully it's going to help you to increase your business flow. And you got to ask yourself, many times you got to take a step back and say, why am I not having the success that I deserve? Why am I just sitting back and not making it happen? Why are other people having success and I'm not? You ever asked yourself that before? Well, you have the answer to that too. Maybe I just told you the answers. Maybe I just told you what you needed to do to make it happen. So the ball is in your court. You got to make it happen, guys. Myself and other marketers, we can't do it for you. My sponsors, when I started in this game, guys, didn't do it for me. I had to learn a lot of things on my own. I didn't rely on them. You can't rely on your sponsors to build your business. Okay? You got to rely on yourself. You got to rely on your efforts, on your, what you do to educate yourself, your implementation. That is what is going to happen. And I guarantee you, if you remember the analogy I gave you with the baseball dropping from the Empire State Building, eventually it's going to hit the ground, but how fast it hits the ground is totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Okay, so I'm going to pull this diagram up one more time. Follow this. Pick 1 to 3. Actually, pick in all. You want to have at least 3 ways you're marketing. At least for massive exposure. Learn how to do some paid ads. Okay, learn that skill. There's plenty of information out there on how to learn that skill. It really is. Okay. So what I'm going to do for those of you who want to take your business to another level and you want to learn this skill, you really want to learn how to do this. What I want to do is I want to take the next 10 people who are serious. All right. And what you need to do is reach out to me by, by messenger, or you can, well, that's the best way to do it. Find me on Facebook if we're friends, and let's talk. Let's talk. Let's get you into a mode of income producing activities. The other thing that I want to implore to you, you guys know that I'm involved with a system called the Miracle System. And one of the things that we teach inside the Miracle System is income producing activities. Okay, we teach income producing activities. So let me show you right here. So income producing activities, and then we even give you scripts on this one, income producing activities. We also show you a 90-day YouTube formula. Remember, I talked about a 90-day game plan. So we got a lot of information, a lot of education that is going to help you in promoting your business. This is another one of my income streams. This is the one that's where I've made close to $100,000, actually well over $90,000 in the last 90 days with this particular opportunity right here. The reason I like this one is because it is residual income, guys. Residual income. We all got residual bills. Why not learn how to master and make residual income? I also call it the exit plan. Okay, so if you're not making residual income, guess what? You're going to have to go out there every single day. Nothing wrong with it. And you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to, every single time, grind, make that sale over again. Grind, make that sale over again. Me, I'm focusing on making that sale and having it come in month after month after month after month. Okay, that's the way to do it. So that is my time. Does anyone have any questions? Let me check, see what we have here, guys. Does anyone have any questions? Let me check on my phone here, because many times I can see more comments on my phone. Let's see here. All right. All right, guys. Any questions? Anyone have any questions before I call it quits? If not, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Take care and God bless.